tonight we have a special performer for you, and he gave me this to read. He is a regular at the Improv and Comedy Store in Hollywood. He is a writer and a guest on The Tonight Show. He has appeared on Let's Make a Deal and also appeared on America's Got Talent in July. So please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Perry Kurtz.
Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's hear for you guys being here. Let's hear for everybody who's here today. I want to thank all you guys for watching. That's very nice. I appreciate it. Have a round of applause for Judy. Let's hear for Judy. She's been doing this, spinning the arts since she was 11 years old. She's going on 23. So, she got a birthday?
Yeah.
When's the birthday?
Today.
Oh, she is going to kick your ass. And he goes, again? And you're like, they want to see that. That's kind of interesting. That's good. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Perry Kurtz. It's a different name, not very popular these days, not a lot of Perrys. But it's Perry, that's P-E-R-R-Y, like is it Perry Como, Perry Winkle, Perry Mason, Katy Perry. Except that I'm a man. Don't make me prove it. And my mother tells me there's now a medication called perianal cream. That's what moms are for, to make you feel worse. That's it. The only thing you can do as a parent is make your child embarrassed. So I'm 63 years old. I just celebrated my birthday on Wednesday of last week. I just turned 63, so I'm amazed that I'm even alive at this age. Let me find out. Oh, thank you. You're amazed that I'm alive at this age too? Okay, good. Well, what I want to do is, my show is really about you. I want you guys to be part of my show. So I want to ask you some questions. But they're simple things. Yes or no. If your answer is yes to any of these questions, you don't have to pull it, you don't have to put your hand up. What I want you to do, if your answer is yes, I want you to make it sound very popular in the Deep South. Okay? If your answer is yes, go ee-haw. All right, so women like her already because women just like to make noise. So on the count of 3, everybody go ee-haw as hard and as long as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ee-haw! Very good. All right, you're in the mood. All right, see, I feel better already. So let it out. Remember, if your answer is yes, go ee-haw. All right, how many people are seeing me today for the first time? Ee-haw! Okay, and how many have never seen me before? Okay, I confused a couple people. We'll simplify this. How many people are here tonight? You had to work on that one, didn't you? All right, how many people are here? Yeah. How many don't know where you are? Okay, and how many really don't give a damn at this point? Alright. How many people are sober? Yeah, they don't do their anymore. I've been to Elks Lodge, so there's no sober people. Even the kids are thinking about a beer right now. I can't wait till I get sloshed. Yeah, I don't drink myself. I stopped drinking in 1974 because I had one bad experience. I was in Atlantic City. I grew up in Philadelphia. I'm sure you've heard of Philadelphia. It's on the other coast. Philadelphia is known as the city of brotherly love, but it's a very lazy city. People are very lazy. They had a cracked Liberty Bell. You would think they'd take some spackle and seal that thing off, but no. But I was in Atlantic City in 1974 during the summer, which is where the kids went down to hang out and pick up people and to hook up, which is what they say now. And I had 2 double shots of Southern Comfort. See, I have a sweet tooth. I'm diabetic because I eat a lot of chocolate, like my body weight every week. And I had 2 double shots of Southern Comfort chased down with a Coke no ice, which is like a shotgun. You drink it, you take the Coke, and it's right in your head. So I'm sitting in the bar, and I take the second one. A big cowboy trucker comes in and says, "Damn, little man like you drink all that, think you can drink more, little man?" And he hits the bar, and it's like in the movies, all the glasses within 5 feet of him went, they all bounced on the bar. And I said, if you're buying, he says, sure am. He bought me 6 more double shots of Southern Comfort. Yeah, that's almost 3/4 of a bottle. Now, Southern Comfort, aside from being very sweet, is very strong. This is the stuff that killed Janis Joplin, and she was almost a man. So, I chugged it all. He gets up and leaves, and I started to feel the effects. So I tried to get up, but instead I turned into liquid mercury and slowly slid off my stool. I'm laying there face down on the floor thinking to myself, well, I'm really drunk. It should be easy to pick up a woman now. As if there's something special about a man who can mumble and drool at the same time. You ever see those guys who walk by and they're leaning against the wall and they go, hey, come here. How you doing? You like me? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this always works. So, I walked out of the bar, went across the street. As I was crossing the street, I did one of the things you see the drunks do when they fall down. I started to stumble. I went down to one knee, hit the other knee, bounced back up, turned around, and watched myself do it in slow motion. Like, whoa. I turned into Keanu Reeves just for a second. Whoa. Then I go into the bar, and I'm talking to women. I'm trying to get them to dance, but they couldn't understand me. And I knew that because I couldn't understand me. I'm talking to them, finally went up to one woman, I tried sign language, I want to kiss. She goes like this. That's where I protected the children from that child. So I got depressed. I was in the corner talking to a little black girl. And this was the days when they started carving their hair. They would tease it up and they would carve it in shapes. It looked like lawn sculpture in those days. And this girl was just staring at me. But she wasn't trying to get away like all the other women. She wasn't waving me off or anything. And I got depressed and I walked out of the bar and I walked across the street. And I was standing on the end of the dock looking down at the cold Atlantic Ocean, watching the water splashing and the waves coming up and crying, nobody loves me. I don't want to go on. And I said, that's it. And I stepped off the dock. Sticking out about 6 feet down was another dock that I didn't see. Smashed my head on a pipe or something, woke up in jail. My friend bails me out. I said, that was horrible, Leslie. He says, yeah, horrible. You trespassed on a Coast Guard dock. I got a $1,000 fine I just paid for you. And I said, well, I was pretty high last night. He said, no, you were wasted. I said, really? The last thing I remember is talking to a little black girl. He goes, black girl? You were on your knees talking to a bar stool. So I do not drink anymore. But I'm glad to be alive. As I said, I'm 63 years old. A little bit more about me. I've been married to the same woman for 23 years in a row. I always say in a row because it is Los Angeles. You know, marriages don't last long out here. I met my wife online. You've heard of this where people chat with each other, they get on, they meet each other, and they chat. Well, this is the old days when things were very slow. Now you type, pictures come up, letters pop up, there's graphics. The old days, it was so slow that when you would type, the letter would build itself dot by dot. So I type my name and it goes boop, 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 boop. That was just a P. By the time my name got done printing on the screen, she made a sandwich and ate it. So she came out to my house, we fell in love, we started going out. Those days I was working at the comedy store all the time, so she was coming out with me every night. She got to Richard Pryor, a very dear friend of mine, a guy named Rodney Dangerfield, I'm sure you've heard of him, and a lot of other very famous comics. So we were all hanging out. After 6 months, she says, hey, why don't you come out to my house? I live out in the valley. I said, okay. Drive out there, I walk in the house, there's a guy sitting on the couch. It's a little baby girl crawling around on the floor. There's a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old boy, 76-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl playing with toys in the corner. And I said, honey, who are these kids? And she starts laughing. She goes, I guess I forgot to tell you. I have children. and I'm looking to see which door I can get out of quicker. Because you know they just say the old saying, don't get involved with somebody that has baggage. My wife owns Samsonite. Well, I got to know the kids, and after a couple months, they wound up moving in with me. We lived together for a year and a half, and they did not have a father. They weren't even sure who their father was. So I said, all right, these are the kids I need. I will raise them. I'm a good guy. I don't drink, do drugs, don't smoke. You know, I'm a comedian. I'm safe. No DUIs. Never been arrested. I said, I'm going to be a father. So one night at dinner, I got down on my knees, and I asked all 4 of them to marry me. And my son looks around the table and goes, yeah, whatever. Can we just eat now? Because boys are so romantic at that age, aren't they? So we wound up getting married at City Hall in downtown Los Angeles. Now, I'm sure most of you that have had marriages, it's been fancy, it's been grandiose. You have a band, you have dancing, everybody dresses up. No, City Hall, you sit on a marble bench. We walked in, I go up to the guy at the counter, I said, hi, we'd like to get married. He goes, oh, you'd like to get married? I said, yeah, we'd like to get married. He goes, yeah, you get married. I said, no, we want to get married. He goes, yeah, married. I said, no, we'd really like to get married. He goes, yeah, you'll get married. I said, yeah, can we get married now while we're here? He goes, you'll have a seat. We call you when we're ready. So we go over and we sit down, wait. About 10 minutes later, we hear a deep voice, Sarah and Perry, please come in. We walk in, it's the same guy wearing a black robe, only now he's speaking in perfect English. The accent has gone out the window with the Rosetta Stone. And he says all the words, and he goes on and on and on, and he goes, and now Sarah, do you take Perry to be your lawfully wedded husband? And she goes, I do. And he goes, and Perry, you take Sarah to be your lawfully wedded wife? And I go, yeah, whatever, I'm here, why not? Not a smart thing to say, because you women remember everything. Every stupid thing we do, you have one track in your database. And we only screw up about what, every 6 hours? So she's never forgotten me for that. And then he gets to the end and he goes, and now, by the power vested in me, and he looks up at the ceiling, and my son goes, Dad, are there words on the roof that we can't see? So we got out of there and we went on our honeymoon. I had a paying gig for the weekend, so we went and spent our honeymoon in Barstow. Can you ask for more than that? Forget Vegas, forget that. We were in Barstow. Barstow is a small town. There's a lot of inbreeding in Barstow. A lot of inbreeding. I've met people who are their own parents. The 5 of us had more teeth than the whole city put together. And when you travel as a comic, you're on the road, sometimes they put you in a nice hotel. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're Holiday Inns. This time we stayed in a Motel .6. It's a decimal joke. The walls were so thin we were awakened the next morning by the guy next door zipping his pants. It wasn't the actual zip, but that scream will keep you from going back to sleep. So we traveled for a while, then we went on the road and we moved out to South Carolina, worked in the Deep South, which is where my wife is from. She has a deep Southern accent. Do we have anybody here from the South, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi? Anybody? You guys are all local? Yeah, people in the South are very friendly. And they enjoy talking. When they talk, they take their time. When they say hello, the word hey becomes, hi! How are you? What's up? See, they talk slow, they walk slow, they drive slow because they know they live in hell, there's no reason to hurry. And my wife got that, she has that Southern accent. She has a phrase, she says when she's going out, I say, where are you going? She says, I'm going over yonder. You ever heard that phrase? I've looked at every map I could find. There's no city called yonder anywhere. I don't know where the hell she's going, but she always seems to find her way back. I like that this guy to go to the bathroom right now. You gonna go pee? Bathroom's over. You gonna do it in the kitchen? I guess we're running out of beer. Sorry. See, this way I became a comic because I've never had control over my mouth. I've always said things that people have always said to me, what are you, a comedian? What are you, a comedian? You know, and then when I became a comedian, people would say, what are you, a comedian? I go, yeah. They go, yeah, shut up. But I've been doing this for 40 years. I started in 74. This is all I do. I don't have another job. This is it. I go around the country and I make people laugh. So I've gone through some changes. Like I said, my wife had 3 kids. They're now 28, 27, and 22. And she wanted to have children, but I didn't want to have children because back in the 60s, I smoked a lot of pot. I admit it was not a good thing. I must have smoked at least my body weight in it. And when I got out of it, I said, you know, I got to be careful. I don't want to have children because they say that when you do a lot of drugs, you give birth to a distorted little child. And I thought that if I had a baby, she'd have like an extra arm and a finger growing out of her head. So I said, no, let's just not do it. Your kids are good. They're beautiful. They don't look anything like me. I think we're safe there. Because there's a law about trolls reproducing. And one day she takes me to the bedroom, and she was on birth control. She takes me to the bedroom and says, listen, we need to talk. I said, what did I do this time? And she said, well, you did good. I said, really? She says, yeah, I'm pregnant. And I looked at her and I said, any idea who the father is? She didn't laugh either. She looks at me and goes, that's one, don't push your luck. And I said, well, how far along are you? She said, I'm 5 weeks late. I said, can't you take like a 5-week after pill? She said, don't push your luck, that's 2. And I just sat there on the end of the bed for about a half hour in shock. I couldn't believe that I was going to have a child. Me, Mr. Irresponsible, Mr. Out in clubs every single night. And I just couldn't believe it, and I just got ready. I tried to adjust. She got bigger and bigger and bigger, and certain parts got bigger and bigger. You know, when you get pregnant, certain parts expand, and they were big enough that each one had their own zip code. Let's just put it like that, okay? And about 5 weeks before the baby was due, she started having horrible pain. Her head felt like it was going to explode. And I took her to the hospital, and the doctor looks over and says, all right, Mr. Kurtz, we've got 20 minutes to get the baby out of your wife, or she is going to die. And I looked at him and said, can you give me about 30 minutes to think about that? He looks at me and says, what are you, a comedian? So he said, well, you can come in the room if you want while we're bringing the baby out. I said, really? Okay. So I waited, they went in there, and he calls me in, and I go in there, and my wife is on the table, and they've cut her stomach open, and he's got both of his arms inside of my wife's stomach like he lost a watch in a dumpster somewhere. He's just reaching in and pulling things out, looking at it, and dropping it back in. Meanwhile, he's talking to the nurses about renting cars to go to Las Vegas for the weekend. And I'm going, hey, do you have any idea what you're doing? He goes, yeah, I've done this at least 3 or 4 times. I go, no, please, don't say that. Finally, he pulls her out and he hands her to me. And I started crying. Now, how many people here have children? Again, if you have children. Yeah. Now, you remember when you first looked into the eyes of your first child? It was the most magical, wonderful moment of your life. It's better than the best sunset. It's better than Christmas. It's better than anything. And I looked at her, I was holding her, and she was this big, and I started to cry. And he goes, would you like to cut the cord? And I said, you're going to give me scissors? So they put her on the table, they gave me little scissors with a round tip. And I thought it was going to be like this, that it was going to go snip, snip. No, it's like steel. I go to cut it, and it's slipping out of the scissors. So I'm standing there over my baby going like this. And I'm chasing the umbilical cord around her stomach. I turn around, the doctors and nurses are laughing, are high-fiving, they've got cameras out, they're calling the reds, we got another one. So we took her home, we named her Bella. About 2 weeks after she was there, she was in the bassinet, and I came to bed, and my wife was already in bed. As I walked through the bedroom, I hear, and I looked around. I thought the devil was in our apartment. Because you ever notice on TV, the devil always seems to sound like it, I'm the devil, I'm Lucifer. I think just once they should change it up. Have the devil come out in a pink jumpsuit, and he sings like Ethel Merman, I'm the devil, hey, I think it would be much more interesting. Then I start walking again, I hear, this smell hits me. I can't see, my nose hairs burst into flame, and I think I've been napalmed. I fall on my knees, and I crawl into bed, and I said to my wife, honey, what is that horrible smell? She said, oh, it's the baby food. It's good for them, but it gives them really bad gas. And I went, okay, and that's all I remember. It actually knocked me out. A couple of nights later, my wife and I were watching TV. She wanted to watch a show about some cops, and I thought it was a little bit too violent for the kids, so we changed it, but she stormed off to bed, so I said, I'll get even with you. So that night, before I went to bed, I ate some baby food. I waited about half hour, called into bed, and woke my wife up and said, pull my finger. She was half asleep, all of a sudden she's screaming, oh, that's gross. And she passed out, we both went to sleep. So. Bye, at least he said goodbye. That's good, at least he says goodbye. Are these your kids too? You got 4 kids? 3? All right, 3 kids. All right, I was going to say, if you have 4 kids, I'm amazed your wife's even walking. That's great, you did nice work. Yeah, so now my beautiful daughter Bella is 9 years old. She's about this tall, she's got red hair. She looks like a young Ann Margaret. And she's become real smart now because I've been taking her to comedy clubs with me. She actually does stand-up comedy. Her first joke she wrote when she was 5 years old. Why did the chicken cross the road? He was tired of being cooped up. At 6 years old, why was the skeleton afraid to cross the road? He had no guts. At 7 years old, why did the rooster cross the road? The chicken was on vacation. And she wrote one a couple weeks ago, but you gotta watch TV, I don't know if you're even gonna get this one. It's a knock-knock joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor
Get it? It's a show called Doctor Who. Now her new joke, another knock-knock joke. Knock, knock.
Who? Who's there?
Argo.
Now I forget. Argo? Okay, Argo. Open the door because I gotta go to bed. Oh, I don't even remember. See, this is a problem. I'm getting old and I'm forgetting things. You know, I'm sure we got a couple of people over 30. I read just yesterday that once you hit 55, that you have a 50% chance of developing Alzheimer's. And I was just thinking to myself that, hi, my name's Kurtz. Good to be here. Yes, that's happening. I'm starting to have memory losses. The other night I was talking to a friend of mine who I've known for 10 years, and I'm talking to her, and I want to say something to her, and I'm looking at her, and I'm going, what is her name? I can't remember her name. So she's just on talking, she's just babbling. I actually had to take my phone out, and I'm scrolling through it, going, God, I hope I recognize this name. Has that happened to anybody else besides me? A couple of you, yeah. Get used to it, it's going to happen again. Yes, and I've got this beautiful little daughter, and she's really, she's grown up to be very, very strong. We went to a Denny's last week, and she wanted to get a separate plate for her food. See, little kids, I'm sure you remember, little kids don't want their food to touch. That's why they make it in separate trays. So I said, well, let me get the waiter for you. She said, Dad, I got this one. I said, really? She says, yeah. She stands up in the booth at Denny's and starts waving. Excuse me, over here, waiter, excuse me, over here, little girl, here, come here, over here, could you walk over here, please? Over here, here. And she's like coaching him all the way around the restaurant. He finally comes over, he's got his face in her face, and she says, listen, I hate to bother you, but could I get an extra plate? And he looks at her and goes, so you want an extra plate? She goes, I'm sorry, didn't I just ask for an extra plate? And his face just goes completely away. He goes, yeah, I'll get you a plate. And he walks away going. So I am so proud of my little daughter, but things are changing. As you heard, I was on America's Got Talent last July. Anybody see me? 14 million people, none of those suckers are here. And I actually was asked to go on the show to dance and rap, because I do a lot of rapping and dancing. I can't do it tonight, but because we don't record music. But I went on there, and Howard Stern was really mean because I used to be a male stripper, and I'll tell you when it's a joke. And so I can still do this. I'm not allowed in Lakewood, but I can still do that. So when I went on the show, Howard started right away. He says, so you're a male stripper? I said, yeah. He says, I'll bet nobody ever paid any money to see you dance. And he got a big laugh. And then he said, if you're gonna dance, I'm gonna vomit. And he reached down and picked up a little pink trash can and held it up and put it down. And I found out from people that were sitting there that they had set that up in advance. Now they didn't show the trash can part, but I went out and I started to dance, and they gave me music I never heard before. So I started to dance, I went, and then when I started to sing, they shut my voice off, the microphone off, to 3/4 of the room, and they told people to stand up and boo. So they X'd me off. So I get done, and Howard goes, well, that was a complete waste of time. And what they didn't show you on the air is he said, well, your dancing is going to drive me to a gay bar. And I said, well, Howard, at least they'll welcome you back. So at the end of the clip, he goes, well, thank you for being here, and I walk off to applause. So I'm just trying to stay alive, trying to eat a little bit healthier, although I'm still drinking diet soda, but I've cut down to a pound of chocolate a week, trying to cut that down. But I'm here for you guys, and we want to point out some people that are very special here. First of all, how about another round of applause for the lovely Judy over here. Going around getting back rubs and causing tension in other relationships. And here goes Judy. See, I didn't know you get back rubs when you become an ER, obviously. Just glad you didn't turn around. And he would have had a hands full. But so you're in your 4th term, and we're not going to say how old you are. You're over 40, right?
No.
No, she's not. Judy Benny, ladies and gentlemen, married to Jack Benny. But see, that's the thing. You guys never ever be ashamed of your age. We all get older and we get ashamed to tell people how old we are. Don't ever be ashamed of your age. You know why? Because think of all the people that were younger than you that didn't make it. You lived to be this age through willpower alone. Be proud of yourself. Because when you're little, you want to be older. You ask a little kid, how old are you? 5 1/2. How old are you, little girl? 10 3/4. Then when you hit 40, you're almost that age. How are you? I'm going to be 40. I'm going to be 53. You don't want to admit. Be proud of yourself because you made it. Go on with your life and keep your brain active. That's the most important. Keep going. All right, now let's see. Where's somebody here? We got a couple here. They've been married for 55 years. Where's Dolly and Gary? Right there. She had her hand up like this. He went like, yeah, whatever. That's 55 years is pretty good. That's a long time, especially in LA. I did a senior show a couple weeks ago, and there was a couple, they were married 54 years. And I said, 54 years is good. How long have you, they've been together 54 years. And then I said, well, how long have you been married? And she goes, 4 years. I go, so you knew each other 50 years, and then you got married. What made you rush into this? She looks at her husband and says, we were waiting for our spouses to die. Joke about it, a couple comes out of a restaurant, the old man throws a quarter into a wishing well, makes a wish. The wife throws a quarter in, leans over and falls in, and the husband goes, wow, it works. Two gentlemen are having dinner. One says, my wife's an angel. The other one goes, really? Mine's still alive. I love doing the senior shows because people that are in their 80s and 90s, they will say anything. They do not care. Because they've lived a long time, they have the right to say what they want. I had one couple, they were married for 70 years. They were both 95, they got married at 25, they knew each other since elementary school. And they said, that's amazing, 7 years. What do you think is the reason you've been able to keep it going for so long? And he looks at his wife and says, oh, we stopped talking to each other about 20 years ago. So you never know what people are going to say. All right, now, where's Don at? Don?
Right over there.
You just retired? Yeah. What did you used to do when you were actually working? You don't remember? Somebody wake him up. Don, there's a person here. This is a live show. Can you see me? Hello?
I work for Boeing. By the way.
You work for Boeing. I got scared. I thought you said I work for bowling. And I go, that's a hell of a trade. You work, we'll let you bowl. Okay. So you work, what did you actually do for them?
Maintenance repair.
All right, so because you, the planes are still in the air, basically.
No, yeah.
Some, so that was not the right answer. That's, we're all feeling it. See, I don't like flying because there's still a lot of pilots are getting drunk. Remember that 10 years ago? Now they're starting to find they're drinking again. I don't want to get on the plane and hear the pilot go, "Hi, this is your pilot. My name's, Robert, and I'll be flying this bucket of nuts at an altitude of 30,000 feet. What? 35,000 feet. What? All right, really, really high. And we should be arriving in about an hour and a half to 5 hours. So sit back and what are you screaming about, man? Just relax, all right? Shh. Shh. I'll ask him. We're wondering if you could do us a favor and look down at the ground and see if anything looks familiar to you. Because we're lost." I remember the old days when they had stewardesses and you got on a plane and they were happy to see you and they would help you to your seat. You go, "Welcome aboard, Mr. Davis. Here's your seat. Can I get you a blanket? Would you like a pillow?" Now they're flight attendants. They couldn't care less that you're on the plane. I was on one plane, I was looking at the menu, and I called the woman over and said, "The dinner here," she goes, "Yeah. Is it meat or fish?" And she yells, "It's cooked." I go, "Yeah, can I have one of those? Please don't hurt me. Just don't hurt me, that's all." So congratulations. How long were you working? 30, 40 years?
43.
43? All right. You got a good retirement?
Yes.
All right. Got any extra money on you? Doesn't hurt to ask. You never know. All right. And then where's Bob at, the golfer? Bob the golfer?
Yes, him.
That's him. He's looking around. I don't know. Do you golf?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? With a handicap at 25, I understand why.
A little bit of surgery hurt.
Little surgery in your neck prevented you from golfing?
Does now.
What did you do, hold the club with your mouth? I don't get how. Okay. Is it because you can't look up like that? Is that what it was? You can't see where you're swinging?
I have 4 vertebrae fused together.
All right.
I think don't turn like you used to.
Don't snap anything. How did you hurt
Work.
it? What do you do? Did you do?
I used to race motorcycles out in the desert.
Motorcycles. Gee, that's not dangerous at all.
Handlebars a few times.
Wow, unbelievable. Well, that would explain the 25 handicap, because you got to knock your brain in a couple times. You know, I'm not a golfer. The best 2 balls I hit is when I stepped on a rake. That is such an old joke. That is so old.
Hey, it's not old when it actually happens.
Really? I can see that by your face. Yeah. Oh man. Do we have anybody else celebrating? You got a birthday this month? Any birthdays this month?
It's not my
It's not her birthday. She says she's changing it. Right here, this lady here, it's her birthday?
and Molly.
Both of you. All right, you're both going to be 39, right? Congratulations. And this gentleman sitting with you, any idea who he is?
Yes.
Who is he?
It's my husband.
Your husband. I kind of figured that. You know why? Because you're sitting near each other, but you're not touching. After 5 years of marriage, people sit separately. They go out, they sit at separate ends of the table like, you know what you want, about your own damn drink. I understand that. Do you guys have any children?
Not together.
Not together. The kids are separate, or you have separate children? All right, so you have to ask these questions these days. Well, congratulations. Are the kids out of the house?
Yes.
You are so lucky. Because I still got a 9-year-old. You know. And she's always taking things apart and fixing them. The DVD player wasn't working right. She says, "Dad, it's making noise." I said, "I'll get it." She says, "Watch." She reaches over, she pushes 2 taps, pulls up. She says, "See this wheel? It's not lining up right." And she twists it, puts it back in. I said, "Get out of my house, you're the devil." Yeah, I'm just happy I'm alive. Well, I want to make you guys part of the show, so I got a couple things that I want you guys to do. Now, You've heard of improv. You know what improvisation is. A lot of people don't understand what it is. Improvisation is something you do every day. Every time you have a conversation with somebody, you are improvising. In other words, you're just following along in a logical progression. You're not thinking about what you're saying. You're just going because you're saying what is normal. So the trick to improv is to just go and say what is normal. So what I need is 8 volunteers from the audience to come up here. I won't embarrass you. Let me get 8 people. Come on, raise your hands. 8 people, so I don't have to pick people. Because I will come. All right, let's bring him up. We got 1. I need some more. You right there, since it's your wife's birthday. Come on. And I love your shirt. Come on, we got 2. All right, stand over here to my left. Come over here. Now line up right here. Make a line right here. Make a line. All right, I need 2 more. No, this is great. Women are better at this because they can actually think on their feet. All right, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it because he may not think quick enough, but we can try it. All right, look, we got a lady with some cool unions over here. All right, let's stand over here. All right. All right, now here's what we're going to try and do. We're going to take questions from the audience. These 5 people are 1 expert. They're going to try and answer your question, but you're only going to say 1 word at a time. So you will start a sentence. You'll say the next word, you say the next word, and you just keep going. Don't try to be funny. Don't try to say anything weird. Just try and say what's happening, all right? So do we have any questions? So let's talk about the space program, because that's coming back up. All right, any questions about the space program for our specialist? Take your time.
Did the lunar lander make it? What about tomorrow?
All right. Did the lunar lander make it? You would say, start out by saying the, and then you say lunar, right? So you go the.
Lunar? Lunar what?
The lunar will. Don't argue, just say that. Okay, 1 word. Okay, the lunar will. Keep going. The landing. Gear. Okay, maybe this game isn't for everybody. The kid's doing great. If we're keeping you awake, please let us know.
He's usually got a drink in his hand.
Oh, is that what it is? He sobered up until we got to this area. All right, so the lunar landing gear open, out, keep going. The arms is broken. This is great. She's got to help him. Can we get a copy of the Rosetta Stone for this gentleman here? Obviously, English is a 3rd language for him. All right, let's try and let's talk about the weather. What do you think of the weather lately? And you would start with the, and then, okay, the
Weather. Yes. Cold.
Rain.
cold, rainy, the weather is cold, rainy, the sucks. That's what we got so far. All right, you're trying too hard. You're trying like he said the, so we would start another. You can continue the sentence. So if she said the rain, you can say is, and then he keeps going, right? So let's try it again. Let's talk about what's coming up with the baseball's coming, the Olympics. Okay, what do you think about the Olympics in Russia? They
Are
fast.
expecting.
Spectacular. They are fast, spectacular. can say like and. Athletic. Spiritual. What? On. On the. On the trees. On the street. What are you mixing in the drinks here? Because are you guys? Wouldn't it be weird if all of a sudden they just started going, what is happening now? All right, well, give them a round of applause. They all came up, they gave it a shot. One word at a time. Thank you, sir. Thank God we had him to get it going. Really, see? Yeah, little kid. He knew to start with the. I'm going to start a sentence. The is a good way to get started. Now, what's your name, son? Steven, how old are you? 8. Are you in school? Yeah. You have a girlfriend yet? No? You almost thought about it. Just see how no. Because you're a good-looking kid. You're going to have lots of girlfriends. Are any of the girls really mean to you? One of them's heckling you from the other room. No? All right, well, you seem like you're good kids. You get good grades? Good. That's smart. Stay in school. Don't quit. Or you wind up to be a comedian working at Elks Lodge. It's a bleak future, it really is. Yeah, that's amazing. Kids are really something. I know my daughter on Thursday, she got the President's Award for achievement, and I was very proud of her. And I said, are the kids treating you any differently at school? She said, well, the kids in 1st and 2nd grade are finally giving me respect. I said, they weren't? She said, they didn't even know I existed until now. Now I'm somebody. So that's important. I gotta get this jacket off. By the way, you may know that Liberace is dead, but I did get his jacket. Can you all see me in this? Am I visible? Yeah, on weekends I rent myself out as a mirror ball. But I gotta get this off. Ready? Ready, ladies? Here we go. Yes, I'm wearing suspenders, yes. I wear suspenders because they're comfortable. I remember when my daughter was like 15 years old, she says, Dad, why do you wear suspenders? You don't look really cool. I go, honey, I'm never gonna look cool. She says, well, why don't you just wear a belt? I said, because if I wear a belt, when I walk around the house, I look like this. And she goes, suspenders are fine, Dad, just wear the suspenders. You know, I'm just happy I got my hair, you know, that's one of the things, I got really good hair, you know. But what's weird is that when I started to turn gray, my eyebrows turned gray. You can't even see my eyebrows from a distance. People go, do you have eyebrows? I go, oh, there's some hair there. Just like my beard. I mean, I haven't shaved since August, and it's just starting to come in. I'm very young. My mom was 83 years old, is 4'9" and weighs 93 pounds, and looks just like Dr. Ruth. She does. And I used to do that joke about her when I was in Philly a couple of years ago. I said, yeah, my mom's here, that's her in the back. She looks like Dr. Ruth. She gets up and comes hobbling up, and she grabs the mic, she goes, that's right, I'm his mother, he is a little weenie, ha! She goes back to her team. Oh, God. Any questions so far? No? Anybody else celebrate? We got any anniversaries coming up? Anybody want to celebrate your anniversary? Anybody got your period? You're really happy about that? Yeah, I know. Sometimes they go until you're 50. I've heard of that. My wife got pregnant at 40, and I got her pregnant at 53. Yeah. I got her. She was 40. I was 53. I didn't think I could get her pregnant. I didn't think I had anything left inside of me except dust.
How do you know?
I think I'm finished at this point. I'm not going to have any more kids. I'm done. That's it. One child's more than enough for me. So nobody celebrate. Do we have anybody who moved here to this area from outside of California? Everybody? All right. Anybody from the East Coast? Anybody from New York? New York? All right, I'll make you feel at home. Give me your money. That's New York. See, New York, see, I have an accent of my own. I'm from Philadelphia. And I generally get recognized as having a Philadelphia accent. People can tell between that and New York. See, the thing is, in New York, they talk differently than Philadelphia. We talk, we walk. Now it's walk, not walk. Out here people walk. That's what you cook Chinese food in, but we walk. But in New York, everybody seems to sound like they got a chunk of sandwich in the side of their mouth. It's like, how you doing? What's up? Yeah, how you doing? Oh, yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. You don't even know what they're talking. Here's the difference between a New York mobster and a Philadelphia mobster. In New York, when you give them the money, they go, hey, hey, hey. In Philadelphia, they turn into a rooster. It goes, hey, hey, hey. That's pretty scary. You think the guy's having a seizure. You want to help him, please. Don't die on me. But I'm just glad I'm staying alive, you know. Driving around, I got an old car, I got a 96 Lexus. Good thing is nobody will ever steal it. That's the best thing. What, you have one too?
88.
An 88, yeah. They're great cars, they go forever. Mine has 13 million miles on it. I actually took it to the moon and back. It was hard building that road and coming back. But I think maybe we could do a little music, so I just thought I would play a little guitar for you. I just happen to have a little guitar. It's a size joke. What the hell was that? That's great. It's like, people always ask me, here in California, there's so many different types of people. Are there a lot of accents? I say, yeah. I mean, one of the things I've noticed, that there's a major difference between English people and Australians, and everybody thinks they sound alike, and they really don't. Australians are very happy. They're always celebratory. They walk up there, hello mate, we're having a good time, we're for a party, look, I've got a crocodile. Whereas English people think about everything first. There's a thought process. That could be a problem. You're having relations, and the gentleman looks down at you and goes, oh, I do believe I'm arriving. See the way I'm cleaning this stuff up? Yeah, a lot of comics can't do that. They just get up and they go right for the dirt, but not me. So this is my guitar. A little bit out of tune. Tell you about why I got into playing guitar. When I was 16 years old, I realized that the girls love guitar players. Don't you girls? Yeah, they do. And you know what it is? What the thing that the girls like about the guys is that guitar players are generally very, very emotional. There's emotion in everything they do. It's not like the keyboard player who's just sitting back there slamming the keys. He couldn't care, he could be sleeping. But the guitar players, when they play, they get into it. Like you'll see a guitar player and he'll go. And he'll do this. Now, there's no real reason to make that face. There is a little bit of pain involved. When you play guitar, you can see it does make grooves in your fingers because it's a metal string. So there is some pain in playing guitar. And I think that's why women like it. Women like when men are in pain. We love to see us suffer. Because when a woman falls down, every man in the room runs over to pick you up and goes, are you okay? When a man falls down, every woman in the room points and laughs. But when they play, I don't know what it is about it that makes them do that face. They have to. You never see them just stand there going. It's like the lip is actually attached to the guitar. And when they stretch the note, the lip goes up. So I've been playing guitar since I was 16. I've had the opportunity to play with some big bands. I played with Huey Lewis and the News. You guys remember them, the Tubes. I played with Great White 2 weeks before the big fire. I've sung with the Dwayne Allman Band. In fact, Dwayne Allman, I played with him up in San Francisco and they were getting ready to go on. He saw me singing with the band, and he had just stopped drinking and doing drugs after like a million years. And he was clean and sober, and he was getting ready to go on. And the band set up, and I said to him, "So Dwayne, how you feeling?" And he goes, "Coherent." God, I thought that was really funny as it was coming out of my head. I thought that was going to just kill you guys. See, comedy's not always easy. Sometimes it's not funny. So I want to thank you for all the help, because when you guys get quiet, you work as a group and you don't mess around. That was amazing. Not a sound, not a whimper. Could have heard a feather hit the ground. But when I started out, I used to do song parodies. Here's one of my favorites. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar. I got a little gift for you. It's a 50-foot roll of wire. So let me tie you up with wire. It's kinky. Let me tie you up with wire. It's stinky. Then I'll set your hair on everybody. Oh, you guys are good. Too many white people for the same level stuff. I think that's what the issue is. Yeah, music is the magic indicator. It gets everybody together. Anybody here play instruments? Any musicians here? Anybody?
Stephen does.
Where's Steven?
Right behind you.
What do you play?
Guitar.
You play guitar? He's learning? Do you have a favorite song right now that you really love? I love it. See where I'm like It's becoming expressive at a young age. That's great. Guitar's great, man. Girls love guitar. Because you could be out there just going. And then you wink it when you go. Have you seen all the pictures? Everybody's taking pictures and they all got their finger out. You ever see people, they come up and they do this to you, they shoot their gun at you? You know, how many of you just want to reach up and just take their finger and twist it right there? Don't shoot at me, even with a finger. I don't know, the way we express ourselves, things are so weird these days. Do we have any other golfers, or is he the only one?
He's the only one.
He's the only one?
No.
No? No, there's other golfers here?
No, I know there are.
They just...
I won't say their names.
You won't? All right. Are they as bad as you are?
No.
No. It's good to know that when it comes to it, you are number one at being the worst. I think that's important.
Try myself.
You know. Because I've had two operations now. When I was about 7 years ago, I had my hip operated. I had my hip replaced. I got arthritis really bad to where when I was walking, it would actually go. And a new comic came to town, and I was at the Improv, and he thought he was really cool. He was from New York. He's telling her about how he's great. He does all this stuff. He was a jerk, so I figured I'd have some fun. So I said, "Hey, come here a minute." I said, "Give me your hand." I put his hand on my leg, and I went, and he started crying and ran out of the room. But I had the hip replacement, and it came on suddenly. And they told me what they were going to have to do is they were going to have to take the leg off and put a rod in there and replace it. And I was accepting that, but then I actually had a horrible nightmare. I dreamt that I was on the operating table, and I heard the doctor say, "Nurse, I cut too deep." And she says, "Why do you say that, doctor?" He said, "Because I'm scratching the table." That scared me enough that I put it off for 2 years and started taking what's known as candy in this town, a thing called Vicodin. Have you ever heard of Vicodin? Yeah, it's very bad. Never do Vicodin. It's a very strong painkiller. And I was taking like 10 or 20 a day. It got rid of the pain, but I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't tell if I was going to the bathroom. And one time I was at the Improv talking to Bud Friedman after a show, and I said, "Well, listen, I really got to go." And he points out, he goes, "Looks like you already did." So I had the hip replacement, and I'm doing good. I can walk and talk now. But that's another thing I noticed about age. You start out, it's a cycle. When you're young, you start out wearing diapers. And you end up in diapers. And when I played at the senior centers, they're all in that. And I tell them, there's nothing wrong with it since my hip operation. I wear them. I have one on right now. I think it's a freedom.
Too much information.
Really? Maybe for you, but the good thing is because it ain't, wait a minute, wait. The good thing is, there's no pressure. TMI. Yeah. So let's find out. Do we have any single people here? Anybody that's not married besides the kids? You guys all couples? You're single?
No, I'm not married, my wife is.
Wow. Judy, you're single? Were you married? How long were you married? How long were you married?
46 years.
And what happened with your husband?
He found another girl.
Wow. And money? She had money, that was it. Where did he find her? He didn't find her online, did he?
No.
No, okay.
She had a restaurant.
She had a restaurant, so he went in, she fed him and took him home. Wow.
Best thing that ever happened.
Best thing that ever happened to me. So I'm taking it wasn't the best 40 years of your life. That's okay. Yeah. All right, well that's okay. So she's single. Any single guys here?
No.
Now they're all getting really quiet. You notice that? Don't shut up. How many people here have been married more than 10 years? Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
How many have been married more than 20 years?
Yeehaw.
30 years?
Yeehaw.
40 years?
Yeehaw.
50 years?
Yeah.
Under 5? I didn't think so, yeah. Because you can always tell the newlyweds, because they're all over each other. You ever seen their newlyweds first 5 years, they're always touching and holding on, because they don't know if they're going to get any when they get home. After 5 years, it's like you don't even care. You roll over, are you ready? Yeah, fine, I'm done, good night. You know, that's the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. Sex is such a big thing these days. You know, I always tell people, protect yourselves. It's important. Be careful. Be with somebody you like. Don't be with somebody just for money, right?
Don't look at me.
How did I know she was going to say that? If you find somebody that's got some cash, that's what you want to go with. All right, so. All right, here, I'm going to do a little blues for you. And at one point, I'd like you guys to maybe sing one. Now, if you don't want to get up and dance, and I'd love you if you could dance. That would be great if you had a dance floor up here. If you could get up. If you don't want to dance, you can put your hands out in front of you and dance with your fingers like the Rockettes. It'll be very funny for you, and it's good exercise for everybody. And you'll remember how many fingers. Look, she's working on just one finger over there. I'm just glad it was this finger this time. That's good. All right, so here we go. Thanks for laughing. It was a callback to a previous joke. Started to sing and I saw a flash, and it just came from my right. I guess he's taking pictures of me here tonight. Well, in this shot you'll see a picture that he took Julie. Cause in the shot you will see Julie sitting next to me. Wow, she was talking, she didn't even know I was singing about her. She turned around and she looked at me. In case you don't know, I'm trying to tell you just what I say. Yeah, I got the blues. I got them all the time. Yeah. It doesn't really matter what I say or what I talk about. Somehow I always seem to rhyme at the end of the line. Now we got a couple children here, so I have to watch just what I say. I said that's alright. I said that's okay, cause I'm just trying to get some people to laugh at me. I think it's kinda interesting when the kid got up and went to pee. Yeah, well here's what we do. We're doing a blues, we're doing them here tonight. I never know exactly what I'm gonna say, but I hope you're feeling quite alright. Look, even this guy over here is moving his foot, the one to the right. Yeah, that's right. He's got his legs crossed and his arms crossed on his chest. He's been giving me a look all night. Like, go ahead, try your best. I'm not really I like to do. I do it here for you. When I get up and I do this stuff, I never know exactly what I'm going to do. Uh-oh. Now you gotta go too? Aw, damn. Where the hell is she going? She didn't tell anybody? Does she have a pass? You want to get a drink? After this show, I'm going to need one. Well, I'm glad that she got you together for this show. What I'm going to do, I just don't know. But they say that she might be going out of her position this year. I'm talking about her. She's so busy talking she didn't even hear. See, you went on, she didn't even notice, and that's what's kind of fun for me. I like to get up and tell you every little thing that I say. Yeah, I ain't got the blues, and I get up all the time. Yeah, when I'm trying to do the stuff for you and keep it right on time. Now, see on this table, you got some food to go. In the plastic containers. What's in those boxes? Steak? You guys had steak? Man, I should have come here earlier. I hear the food's good. You guys agree? Yeah? I would drive out here from Van Nuys just for a good meal. It's worth it. I live in Van Nuys, or as we call it, Northern Mexico. It was kind of weird. I went into a Taco Bell there. There were Chinese people behind the counter. I walked in and I said, whoa, 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 whoa. And he said, hello, you want some food? Yeah. And I said, Chinese food? No, we don't have no Chinese food. You like a taco? I'm not sure. Because you never know what you're going to get. But you got to keep going on. That's why I like to do a thing I call an improv song. Oh, they said you wanted to get a drink.
No bartender.
No bartender. Well, what she makes, you expect her to pour drinks too? She was making the food. She was bringing it out to you guys. Put your hands together for Judy. Yeah, she works hard. Who's the new incoming? Is that the person here? Judy. So you're going out and you're coming in? Wow, you must be confused. You're running around in circles. I saw you run around and the kids are going, what? So what, another 4 years, maybe you'll quit? Is it nobody else wants the job? Is that what it is? Really? She's the only one that'll put up with your crap. Is that what's going on here? You put up with her? She's cool. She's very nice. She really is. Yeah. Good thing she's not immature in any way. I haven't seen an adult go in 100 years. That's great.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, at least she didn't heckle. Here's a Polish heckler. Hey, my mother! She's Polish. Am I talking too fast? Is that what it is? Should I slow it down? All right, here we go. Alright, now I want you guys to help me out with this one. Everybody go, yeah, yeah. Go now, yeah, yeah, yo. Go now, whoa, whoa, whoa. Go now, ho, ho, ho. Go now, woo, woo, woo. Not bad for white people. Well, I asked you to sing along, and you did pretty good. I wasn't even sure if you would, but I think you did really good. You know, you did it great. Maybe I think you got to go, maybe it's getting late. Well, that's all I can do right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's time for me to go. You know, I got things I gotta do, and there's other things that you know, but there ain't much more I can say because it's it for me. I really gotta go, because I gotta go. I really gotta go, yes, I really gotta go. I really gotta go, and I really gotta go for me. Please take care of Judy because she's working really hard for you guys. All right. Let's hear for Judy because she's awake right now. I will never ever forget the sight of you. And I thought for sure your tongue was going to pop out, but your face did get red. Well, it is a new year. I want you guys all please take care of each other. You have an amazing organization. The Elks are great. I work for Moose, I work for Lions, and Tigers and Bears, oh my. But the Elks, you guys actually take care of the community. You're a great group of people. I respect you. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I've been very, have yourselves a great year.